All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys know what time it is. We're going to be talking about XRP. If you're enjoying these updates, smash that like button. But now let's get right into it. So, going into Sunday morning, pretty much, the broader market is still in green. Handful of coins here and there that are seeing a little bit of a retracement. XRP still, one of the coins that is in the green, up 1.5%. But let's take a closer look and see what really is happening. I've got a lot to share. So without further ado, let's get into it. But before I do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So first and foremost, I want to go over Willy Woo's opinion about, BTC pure multiple. So a very interesting thing I just wanted to share with you guys, and would love to know your personal intake about this. So you can see famous quote from Dr. Pure: the best time to buy Bitcoin is at the bottom. The second best time to buy is at the post halving reaccumulation. He didn't say it in words, he said it in numbers. I've cleaned up his model to say a bit clearer. So you can see, post halving reaccumulation. So we're sitting at that in the previous cycles. And again, you're kind of basing it off of historic price patterns. Obviously, history doesn't necessarily have to repeat itself, but it actually has been repeating itself. As you can see, back in 2016, you could see what happened, and you could see back in 2021, and this was this top, so pretty much top of the market, and obviously we have seen that happen again. So are we about to see that six-figure Bitcoin really come to life? Of course, this time around, the landscape, as we have been talking about for crypto, has changed. Bitcoin is on Wall Street, Ethereum is on Wall Street. A few years back, going back to some of these cycles, this used to be a dream, and we're seeing that happening now. So are we going to see a super cycle, meaning, a longer bull market? So meaning multiple different all-time highs rather than just this phase to be the last one, which I still do believe that this upcoming phase is going to be the last move towards the upside, and we're going to see that top, and then of course we will see the bull market come back in like 2-3 years. But some people are speaking about super cycle. But there's a lot of other factors that, we cannot be ignoring right now, such as what's happened, at the beginning of September with the stock market. You're seeing some very, very interesting things playing out, but at the same time, you're seeing the CPI numbers coming out better. You're seeing, the job number coming much better. You're seeing, interest rates being cut after 4 years. But again, in terms of getting excited as of now, I do believe we still need a little bit more time to kind of see the clear picture. Obviously, no one knows where the market top is going to be, but I'm sticking to the historic price patterns. I do believe Q1 of 2025, sometime then, we do end up seeing, an all-time high and, a top for the market. We might still see, ups and downs, the fake outs, this and that, but I do believe the top will be in sometime in Q1. But you need to lock in profits when you see them. But let's take a look at this, because I wanted to share this with you guys. And of course, as we know, October 7th is coming faster than you know it. And obviously, there's a mixed view of the market. Speaking about this, when I pull out the charts, you're starting to see something very interesting playing out. So, pro crypto lawyer Fred recently increased his odds to 60-40 in favor of SEC filing an appeal. With the October 7th appeal deadline looming, investors may consider the SEC silence regarding an appeal as XRP positive. However, the SEC could file an appeal at the 11th hour. And this is something I've said quite clearly. A lot of people in the XRP community are saying that, they haven't said anything. SEC hasn't said anything. So, they're not going to come and appeal. But I've been really clear in all my updates. Go watch any of them. I said, believe it or not, of course the moon boys on XRP are going to think that, but believe it or not, there's still so much money that's on the sidelines because they just don't want to even go into XRP. If they have done their due diligence research, they do believe in XRP's vision. They think that, there's a potential. But what if I told you there's so many people that are still on the sidelines because, of course, it's still 50-50. And I totally agree. SEC could literally come at the 11th hour and say, boom, time to appeal, and that's it. And I think that can have a negative impact on XRP's price without a doubt. And you can see, conversely, pro-crypto lawyer Jeremy Hogan shared his view on the possibility of the SEC appeal. Jeremy has this to say: most likely the SEC just hasn't made a decision whether it will appeal yet. Why? Filing a notice of appeal seems, see sample below, takes only 15 minutes. And you can see you file the notice and then the 70 days to file the actual brief. If the decision to appeal was already made, there's no reason to delay filing the notice, especially when you think it's bad case authority out there. So again, a 50-50 statement across the board. A lot of people don't know, what's going to happen. Are we going to see that appeal? Are we not going to see? So that's why October 7th is a very important date. With that said, we know there's a lot of, things coming out about the SEC. People are questioning SEC. What are they calling security? Where are they pulling this from? And of course, new digital assets. You cannot just come and, blindly call them securities without understanding what the technology itself really is. So, a lot of questions are being asked, and good questions that are being asked. But let's take a look at what Smoke has to share, something very, very important. So you can see, statement on the price documented. If XRP has a higher value, it enhances the overall solution by increasing liquidity on the network. With increased value, XRP can transfer more value than other currencies. Very interesting take, so just look into this. The rise in XRP's value will differ from that of the other cryptocurrencies. Unlike the rest of the crypto market, XRP powers many enterprise-grade solutions, institutional use cases, and strategic partnerships that leverage its potential. A more liquid, higher-priced XRP will enable these use cases to be fully realized. A higher-priced XRP benefits everyone involved in promoting its use case, from Ripple to banks, not just retail holders. Institutions are driving this market, and they stand to gain the most from the higher priced XRP token. A very interesting take that a lot of people don't realize. So does this mean that, XRP's price being higher makes the overall, use case much better? Yes, that's what this goes over. So are we bound to see an XRP price explosion? Because of course, David spoke about this over the course of the last day and a half, because some troll came and commented saying, well, the price of XRP is still lower, and he dropped some knowledge on this troll. And speaking about XRP's price, it's holding really well despite the date looming. The October 7th date is coming faster than you know it. The price of XRP is still holding much better than anticipated. But on the channel, on this channel specifically, I've been speaking that XRP is holding really good, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's able to make its way back above this key resistance quite fast, and that's exactly what's happening right now. But nonetheless, October 7th is a very, very important date. And shout out to Smoke for also speaking about this. Tether will be excluded from the US stablecoin regulations. So is RLUSD going to be in there? Again, obviously speculations, but anyhow, let's continue. A 2024 investment research report confirms that upcoming US stablecoin regulations, which will set the groundwork for the stablecoin framework in the US, will disadvantage non-US entities like Tether. The world's largest economy by GDP has no plans to include that leading stablecoin in its regulations. Tether loyalty people can ignore this warning if they wish, but doing so will be at their own risk. The era of Tether is ending, and I'm presenting the proof. Prepare accordingly. And again, speaking about Tether, a lot of people are going to come in and say, Tether as a company made billions and billions of dollars. And if you saw the statement coming out that, Tether workers, there's, I think, 56 employees, if I'm not mistaken. They earn like 113 million per person, and it outpaced some of the biggest companies around the globe. And again, that's sketchy to me. I understand, it made massive amounts of revenue, but there's still so much unclear stuff happening with Tether, and I think this is where, Ripple, move towards stablecoin industry was so bold, because obviously in terms of like regulation, a stablecoin that's regulated, that's what they're trying to make RLUSD. And in terms of investors, then it just gains more confidence in the end. But again, only time is going to tell. Let me know down below what you guys think about this. Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.